Welcome back. It is time now for our community update, and joining us this morning is Manitowoc Police Chief Nick Reimer. Thanks for joining us.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Chief, your department recently had in-service training from January to March. Tell us about it.
Right. So every year we have in-service training. Usually it's 3 days. This year we limited it to 2 days just simply because of COVID. But it gives us a chance to address the entire department in 6 different weeks. Obviously we can't address everybody at once, but so we have 6 different sessions. It starts out with 2 hours of me being able to explain what our goals are for 2021, what we accomplished last year, what we want to accomplish this year, and really just thanking all the officers and office staff for everything they do. They do a great job. Then the first day also includes, this year anyways, we had the Manitowoc Fire and Rescue Department come in and do CPR training, refresher for us. So that was very helpful. We had our city attorney come in and do a legal update. And we also had an officer come in and give us an update on applying tourniquets and first aid. And then the second day of training is dedicated to active killer training.
Like you said, the training included active shooter training at Holy Family College. What did all that training include?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Holy Family College for allowing us to use their campus. It's a very big area, which is what we were looking for, because we want to train on how to manage a large-scale event. So you need a bigger building to help deal with that. Of course, that training includes when we get to an active shooter or active killer event, we want to engage the target and stop the threat. But what we've realized, unfortunately, through all the different mass shootings is we have a casualty rate that we want to obviously reduce. So we need to get in there and establish warm zones to basically clear a room, have an officer posted, and then bring in rescue task force teams, which includes firefighters and officers protecting those firefighters, to come in and address the survivors' injuries and possibly transport them out. We create a safety corridor for that to happen. And hopefully by then the threat is taken out. But again, we've cleared a warm zone. In the past, we've had maybe firefighters or rescue squads stage in the area, but now we're actually asking them to come in with us to the warm zone. And fortunately for us and for our fire department, the city has been able to get them ballistic helmets and ballistic vests on all the rescue squads. So try to do this as safely as possible, really with the goal to obviously have people be able to survive their injuries. So that's really, we're constantly adjusting our training and our protocols to adapt to the different things that happen around the world.
And why do you feel that it is so important to train like this, especially in light of the recent shooting in Colorado?
Well, exactly. You don't have to look much further than what just happened in Colorado and Georgia. We've had, mass shootings in Wisconsin, and you don't have to look much further. So we talk about Milwaukee, Crandon, Marathon County. So there's been, it's not like it's just going to happen out in Colorado. So obviously we want to hope for the best, but we absolutely have to prepare for the worst. So you don't want to have a situation where you enter a situation and you say, well, I wish we had trained in this. So basically these are very, very stressful situations. And anytime you're involved in a stressful situation, even police officers, your heart rate starts going. So really what you need to rely on is your training, and you have to develop that muscle memory on what everybody's responsibility is when responding to these very, very stressful calls, and make sure that we control our breathing and stay calm and just go ahead and do our job and try to help as many people as we can.
So switching gears, you have a Citizens Academy. Tell us about it and some of the topics that you cover in the Academy.
Yeah, so this year's Citizens Academy just started actually this week. It was Tuesday. And it's very exciting actually this year, given what happened in 2020. We had a group of 12 citizens that were involved in our Citizens Academy for only 3 weeks. And we had to make those tough decisions and say, we got to put an end to this for the safety of everyone, given the pandemic situation at that time. So this year, we've been able to open some things up, and we were excited to offer those same 12 people an opportunity to finish the Academy. Like I said, they were 3 weeks into it, so they had another 6 weeks, offered it up, and 8 of those individuals were able to work it into their schedule and go ahead and finish. Now they're starting to finish the Academy. So very exciting for those people to learn about what we do as police officers and detectives, and really why we do what we do.
All right. Well, Chief Reimer, thank you so much for joining us this morning. As always, we appreciate your time.
Thanks.